Hello, and welcome back. We are doing Pokemon Legends ZA today. There we go. Okay, I can hear it. And the main objective is shiny hunting. I didn't actually encounter my first shiny until my last stream that I streamed Pokemon Legends ZA. So I feel like you guys are like good luck or something. I don't know what it is, but I'm aching for some more shinies. Let's see what we can find. I think what I would like to do today is just go through each zone in order so I don't lose track. And just do a quick little stroll, see what we find. You never know. I'm trying to level up this group of Furfroos for an Elite Four battle challenge. I don't know what level they are going to be or how difficult it's going to be. So we'll see later. Hi there! I am good, how are you? Welcome in. Just doing a little bit of shiny hunting, hopefully. We find some. I love all the cute little sounds that they make. Little Weedle. Dude, they are so cute. Just sleep in there. Heck yeah! Let's get up on this roof. And see if there's anything up here worthwhile. Ooh, is that an alpha Pidgey? I am from the States or Arizona, depending on wherever you're from. How about yourself? Oh. I don't know why it defaults to like standard Pokeballs for some reason. Womp. Look, there's a little Pichu down there. Hello! How are you? That you might like in media share. Ooh, ooh, let me see it. What do we got going on today? Ooh, that is so cool. Zoom in on that. What? Dude, that is sick. I like the choice of signs in the background. Dude, that is so cool. Oh my gosh. I like those colors. They're very cyberpunk. Houston! Which Pokemon is your favorite? It's hard to say. I really like Cubone and Absol. Both of their backstories are just like, man, they catch you right in the feels. Plus they're like super cute, so that might be why. I don't know. It's hard. There's so many good ones. I think most of my favorites are from the original 151, if that's helpful. What is your favorite or top 5? I won't make you pick just one. Who's attacking me? Oh, this guy? Shh. Yeah, they are. Measured on there. It's melting. Wait, what? What you saying, Duster? I look at Discord again. Perspective on the right. Ah, I see. Part of the Arch before mod pack where there are multiple bikes, a custom sound too, that makes me melt. Ooh. What's the custom sound? Does it sound like a real bike, or is it like a different kind of sound, if you know what I'm talking about? Like, just maybe like a dragon? I don't know. Oh, Pikachu and Bulbasaur. The OGs. Man, you can't keep them. Have you seen the... I think it's just like a YouTube channel or something, but it's like realistic Pokemon, and there's a guy talking over it, and he's like narrating it like it's National Geographic, and all the Pokemon like look super realistic. Some of them look a little creepy. Like you just wouldn't expect them to look like that if they were to look realistic. And I saw one the other day of Bulbasaur, and it was the cutest, sweetest, and kind of the saddest thing. Oh my gosh, is that a Starmie? What? I have not seen one of these in here before. I also haven't come back to this zone for a while. Oh. I'm sure if you just like looked up like realistic Pokemon, it would pop up super easy. What the hell is happening right now? We found an alpha Magikarp over here. Catch him anyways. And normally he's over there, I think. Let's see. What? There's a Alpha Staryu? Okay. This is so weird. Like, I've never seen a Staryu in here before. Much less an Alpha one. And the Alpha Magikarp has never been on that bridge. I have a feeling we're gonna find some good stuff today. Yes, of course. Let's see. It should just be under the Quantum Peaches server. I think I have it set so that anybody can join. I'm still figuring out Discord, so please be patient with me. Okay, I don't think there's anything in here that's shiny. What is this guy doing over here, though? I don't remember him. Okay. Oh, he's just gonna stay there, I guess. We can join. Oh. Thank you, Duster. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. I'm just kidding. Oh, I love all the little shiny objects that they leave on the ground. It makes making money on the game a lot easier. Okay, we're gonna go to zone 3 now. Let's see what's in there. Ooh, we got Pikachus up in here. Let's see if we find a shiny Pikachu. If you allow me to treat art on Instagram. Yeah, absolutely. I love seeing people's art. I'm a fellow artist as well. Ooh, Pikachu! And I don't know, it's just cool seeing other people's styles and perspectives. He's always there, so I'll leave him be unless he runs me down. Something that I really like about this game that some of the other games didn't have was that the shiny Pokemon do actually appear in the overworld. It's not just like... they sounded like goofballs right there. Woo! There's nothing back here. Oh, they're chasing me! Run! Wee! What kind of art do you like making? Like digital art, painting, sculptures? What's the news? Ooh. Okay, we're in zone 4. Is this kind of cool revisiting some of the zones since I've beat the main portion of the game? I didn't realize that certain things would be in here. Like that Alpha Ghastly? Okay. Ooh. Well, it's a good thing this is like one of the beginner zones, so all the levels are fairly low. Because that would not have worked. We got some crystals over here. Digital art! Ooh. I love digital art. You can go like ham with that stuff. I mean, the possibilities are literally so endless it can be maddening. How do you decide when a digital art piece is done? What is, what's your opinion on that? Okay, I'm not hearing any shiny sounds. I did not notice this before. Oh yeah, never mind. What? Did you just hear that? There's a shiny. There's a shiny in our midst. Who is it? If we can find it, let's just not get too excited. I don't know where it is. Oh no! Sad day. My least favorite thing about this game is that whenever day and night changes, everything resets. Oh, it's still here! Okay, I'm gonna save it again just in case. But everything resets whenever it changes from day to night, including whatever Pokemon you're encountering, even if you're in an active battle. Which can kind of stink if you've been hunting down like an Alpha Eevee for a long time and you finally found one and then all of a sudden it's like, surprise! And they replace it with something ridiculous. Like one of those Stunfisks. Those weird floppy flat guys. I don't see anything yet. I'm super curious like how far you can be from a Pokemon and still hear the sound. Like the shiny sound. I don't think that one's shiny. I think Ghastly's kind of hard to tell though. Let's see. Okay, he's just stuck back there. I don't know what that looks like shiny, but I don't think it's that. That's way too regular, right? Okay, go down this way. Ooh, this is gonna drive me crazy. Where did you go? Nothing back there. You don't look shiny. No. I like how the... I would say like towards the beginning of the game they introduce Absol. And it's like a main part of the game. Like you have to do like a whole cutscene and all the fun stuff. And then he becomes your pal. But it's super interesting to me because... Oh, yay! Okay. I will get a notification, so I'll check out your work. Thank you. Is he shiny? He doesn't look shiny. No. No. I think that also if they're shiny, they should have like a little thing next to their name, if I'm not mistaken. I need to go closer to where I heard the sound. It's just jacking me all up, man. Trying to do something here. Gosh. If you guys have not seen this show, I think you should leave. I think you definitely should watch it because it's just a great show. It's so goofy, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I struggle. I know I'm not the only one, but oh no, you're paralyzed? I like struggle with my mood. Just keeping like Duster, you know, like that's why I wanted to create the whole positivity thing on Discord was so we can share stuff, and then I haven't really been posting in there like a freaking asshat. But what I'm trying to say here is that the show is so like ridiculous and goofy that it kind of like gets your head out of your ass, like out of your own bullshit and worries and stuff. It just makes things fun. I don't know. Like, all of the jokes in there are not applicable to anything in my life, so it totally snaps me out of... I heard it. You heard that again. Which show? It's called I Think You Should Leave. That's actually the name of it. It reappeared when I walked over here. So we think it's closer over here, maybe? Where is it? This is awkward. I'm like hitting the left trigger right now repetitively to see if it'll auto lock on anything that I'm just not seeing for some reason. I don't think there's anything over here. Sometimes there's like a kakuna hanging from a tree. Oh, this is just wrong. You're not shiny? Okay, I'm gonna leave and then I'm gonna go back over there just to see. The Pokemon is behind me? What? What's she talking about, Willis? Am I that slow? There it is again. Okay. So it's in this area somewhere. Pikachu! Where did you go? Normally goofy name. It looks overall goofy. I might give it a shot. It's not my usual style. I tend to like, or what I tend to search in recent years especially. I can understand that. There's a few shows where I was like, dude, this is over the top and stupid. And then I wound up falling in love with them. And that was kind of one of them. I tried to show it to my best friend and she's like, dude, this is stupid as fuck. So I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. Maybe it's on the other side of the wall? I don't think there's anything up there. Can we say that we've sufficiently searched this area, maybe? Boo! I'm just gonna look over here just for shits and giggles. No. Where did you go? So what happens when I come over here, right? Or it was. Or I cling to realistic things and things that try to show both sides, not only the goofiness, but also the harsh reality of things. And honestly, Edgerunners, as an anime show, shows it really well too. Just to height S2. Hey, when are they coming out with season 2 again? Not for a while though, right? Ah, I agree with you. That was a show that I was kind of, I knew I was excited about it, but then when I actually went to go like watch the preview for it, I was like, okay, not quite what I was expecting. And then when I actually watched it, it like blew all expectations out of the water. It was such a good show. I wasn't expecting the plot line to hit so hard. Make a lady cry. To be determined. Okay. Don't tell anybody that I couldn't find that shiny one. Oops. Boop. I keep seeing... What the hell? I keep seeing memes about, like, people being upset about GTA pushing their release date further back. I didn't know that they had done that, but I guess that's something that just keeps moving out into the future. Gosh. Like next year, a whole ass another year until it might be released, but they might also just push it back out again. Who knows? All the good stuff takes time, right? Okay, let's see what's over here. Ooh, I didn't know there was a ladder. He's just down there, battling by himself. Oh. Oh, there's an Abra. Doink. Will he stay? He stayed! I don't think there's anything over here. I don't remember this area at all. Oh, shit. There's an Alpha Abra down there! Let's just see if he, What? He stayed in the ball! That's crazy! Doink! Got another Abra over here. Hello! Thank you for joining. How are you today? Welcome to the stream. We're looking for shinies. Keep your eyes peeled because I don't think mine are helping me today. Someone just posted your stream here. You should thank them. What? Thank you. I don't know who did that. But that is greatly appreciated. I'm a little confused right now. So thank you. Okay, we know what's up there. Okay. That's what I was wondering. I think I might be a little too naive for the internet. To be on the internet. Freaking stupid. Little roly-poly guy, what's up, friend? What's this? That's not open. Okay, never mind. Run. No shiny sounds over here. Thing over there. Oop. Ooh. Can I go through there? Dude, that's cool. For those who are not tech compliant, it's tougher to save. What even is real and not anymore? Ooh, the sewers. Let's go into the sewers. Thanks for saying that, Jester. It's getting harder, that's for sure, to tell. Oh, the trickery and the tomfoolery. Does this help? Nope. Okay, let's look at the map. Holy crap. Where did I just come from? Over here or over there? I want to cover the whole cave. There's some fun sound effects. Gumi! What's up, little friend? They're so cute. Just floating there. I don't know why this kind of reminds me of my little wiener dog, Winnie. Maybe it's like the huge eyes. It was adorable. If you're wondering where she's at, she is outside right now because it's finally feeling good out there. Like, really nice. And she's just out there chilling in the sunshine. And hopefully keeping pigeons off of the lawn. Because, again, I'm in Arizona, so, desert does not like grass. And the backyard has been a struggle to keep like grass consistently growing in it and like full coverage. So there's some seed back there, and every time seed gets laid down, like 30 of them are back there. I'll go to the kitchen to go grab like a glass of water or something, and there'll be like at least 30 of them out there. I'm not even joking. I wish that I was, but I'm not. And they'll just be eating up all the seed. Freaking A, dude. They're all like real chunky fluffy birds. Like they've definitely been getting their food and their seeds and their snacks. I think our yard is just extra for them or something. This does not look like they're starving. So I go out there and I'm like, get out of here, birds! Like an old person does, you know, with little kids on their lawn. And then they all flutter off, and then they go and they set up on this brick wall. And they watch. And as soon as you like go back inside or you leave the area, they're right back at it again. They are so persistent. It is insane. I don't know if they're persistent or if it's just that they have really short attention spans. And maybe they just like forgot. And then they're like, oh, piece of candy. And then they come back. Who knows? Birds are weird. Weird, cute little critters. Oh, shoot. I am lagging. Let me close Discord and see if that helps. Usage is down. Okay. Not anymore now. That was... Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know. Well, I guess it was a good thing I wasn't doing anything super important. Just like talking trash on pigeons. What's up, cute little seahorse? Okay, I think this is the end. We're close to it. What the... I wonder if I can fast travel out of here without having to go. Kinda. I can fast travel back to the entrance. Okay. We were on zone 5. Let's do zone 6. Ooh, we got Houndor. I really like the shiny Houndor and Houndoom because they're like barely noticeably different. Just like a... Ooh! Alpha Houndor? They're like a blue color. Ooh, it stayed in the ball. We got an Alpha Houndoom. Boink. So yesterday I got the canary plush that helps with your catch rate, and I feel like it's making a pretty big difference, if you ask me. Okay, I know that there's an Alpha Pikachu up here. So... there we go. It's a girl! Well, it looks like a little demon. Look at its eyes. They're so red. Demon Pikachu. Okay. Guess I never picked this up. Whee! Gotta get our shinies. Okay. We got some flaffies up here. Oh, you're so fluffy and cute. Look at them go. Hello? Okay, so you're the second person. Second person saying that. Let's see. Okay, that's it for this zone. That was not very eventful at all. Let's try 7. Okay, so there's a alpha fletchling up there. Oh my gosh, what the heck is a snow cone doing over here? Whatever that thing is. You know what I'm trying to say. I like to catch alphas. Like any alpha that I can get. I feel like it's more experience points. And you can use them later for different challenges. I don't know if all of the Pokemon come in alpha forms on the game, but I am noticing most of them do so far. Nothing in 7. Okay. Let's go to 8. Okay. No hole! Who is making all that weird noise? Oh shoot. Okay, everybody's out of their little homes. None of them are shiny. What the heck? I feel like the whatever, I just forgot its name, Gibble is not a very common appearance on here. So I catch him. And it is daytime, nighttime? I think it's nighttime now. I'm gonna see how many of those crystals that I have. Because you can only hold 999 mega shards. And I don't want to cap out and keep collecting them without realizing it. Okay. We're on zone 8. We're gonna do zone 9. No, there's nothing over here so far. Oh, this area is tricky. It's kind of weird. I don't really understand all the scaffolding stuff. I feel like there's areas that I've missed in this section. Like, they see there's a Pokeball up there. I haven't gotten that one yet. How do I get up there? Maybe through this one? Let's see. Maybe? Jeez. Oh, we're going all the way up to the top, I guess. Oh my gosh, it's an Alpha Miniatric. I don't think that's how you say his name. But I love him. She's just a cute little puppy. Doink. I like how their heads cock to the side whenever you hit them with a Pokeball. They're like, oh no. You got me. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Look at all these stones. Oh my gosh, there's so many up here. This is insane. No, I don't want to attack you. Okay. How do I get over on that other side? I want to get some of those. Oh wait, oh, I'm supposed to be getting this thing over here. Okay. I'll climb back up and then I'll pop down. I feel like there's another one somewhere over here that I'm missing. Where is it? Oh, here's another one. Okie dokie. I just see another one. Yep, there's another one over there. I need to go back up. Edge runners! Woo! Is there anything over here? Oh no, I went on this side. Now I can't go back over there. Shoot. Maybe I can go up over here. You're so tiny. No, not down. Oh, there's one over here too. Shoot. How am I gonna do this? I can maybe go through there? Question mark? No! Oh no, I was so close. Son of a biscuit. What was that sound? I'm gonna try that again. I was so close, that was ridiculous. Okay, is this one right? Yes. Okay. And then I will use the rotoglide again right here. So I can get over there. Such a weird way to get around. Okay. Doink. And we're over here. Let me try to get this one again. Okay. I feel like most of the time, as long as you move fast enough, and you don't really have to be moving that quickly, but they won't be able to hit you with their attacks. Oh, there's another one over there. Holy crap. Where did I just see this one? Somewhere down here. There it is. I see it. Okay. I can't just hop straight down. Are you serious, dude? Why won't it let me choose an attack? There we go. Over the edge we go. Okay. I'm just doing this to see if there's any other levels that I'm missing out on. I saw one over here. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. Anything else? Nope. Okay, I think we got that area of the zone under control. Don't see anything up here. And now it's daybreak. I don't know why it does the cutscene for the battle zone if you don't participate in it. That's the city. My goodness, this zone is a lot bigger than I thought. I think it was over here earlier. Go left. Right. Oh my god. Someone wasn't paying attention. I wish I could do a roll up a set of stairs. That'd be cool. Oh, he's back. Oh, that's right, because the day reset. Let's get another one. Yay! Alright. Oh, shucks. Oh, there's an alpha mawile over there. Not the carbink. I wonder which part of its body controls it. Is that just like a mouth on top and that's all it is? I couldn't imagine not being able to see what I'm looking at. Or see what I'm eating. If your mouse is on the back side of your head. Oopsies. Okay. I want to go over here because I saw a bunch of crystals over there. And I want to get to... Here we go. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Okay, after this, I am going to leave this zone and move on to the next one. We're just farming crystals at this point. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot that whenever you go to like smash the rocks, if you use like a healing move like Draining Kiss, it will regenerate like a smidge of his health, like maybe 1 point, 2 points. So right now we're at 358. Let's see what it does. 359. All right. Okay, off to zone 10. Over here. Little slow boats. No. They're so cute and derpy. These motherfuckers is gonna start flying at me here in a second. This little floppy pal. He's like, I want to be involved. Oh, I thought it was something else. Okay. Run. Oh my gosh. There's so much going on back here. They are relentless, little bugger. Going around town. We have one of those. Yep. Okay. I wonder what the weirdest Pokemon sound is. Oh, now you appear. I was having the hardest time trying to find a damn Staryu throughout the whole game. And now they just keep popping up. Oops. what do we got going on over here? Ooh. Oh my gosh, it's an alpha arbok. There's another arbok over there. Ooh. Sometimes when you wash away these like little piles, there's stuff underneath them. No, leave me alone. Oh shoot. Hey. Was it you that knows surf? No. I guess technically I just need a water move. That'll take care of it. Extra jumbo. Oh, there's a tiny mushroom under there. Okay. Oh yeah, nothing happens if you hit it with a steel move. Why is there so many piles? Little piles. I think this arbok is the culprit. He kind of looks like a pile. A little bit. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming. Okay. Here's our last one. What the? He just like flew across those buildings. His shadow was floating. I'm gonna switch him back out. Okay, I don't think there's any shinies here. Let's try zone 11. Ooh. One of those. Kind of a bummer you can't use like surf across the water to get to the other side. Nope. Oof. We got a little roughed up over there. Okay, positive. There's a bunch of like ice Pokemon. I bet if they're shiny, it probably won't look any different. They make cool sounds though. He's angry. That was a very quick run through that one. Okay, 13 looks really small. And it's mostly bug types? Nope. That was an easy one to inspect. I don't think that level goes up at all. Or does it? Ooh! A shiny screw. Or a colorful screw, whatever they call it. How do we get it? On that thing. Yay! Cool. We definitely need those. Okay, what zone did we just come out of? 13. I remember that. And then I'm gonna go over here and exchange my colorful screws for some good stuff. I wish life was like that sometimes. I found this colorful screw. Will you give me something for it? Increase your prize money. Do that. Okay. And then we got... There's 19. I thought that I was a lot closer than that. Oops. Sorry if I just forgot I have you on second monitor and ladder while I play myself here on main. Oh, yeah, no worries, do your thing. We're just hanging out. Pitter patters. I do not understand the point of the taxi drivers. You can just fast travel in the game. Okay, go up here. And exchange my shards for stones. Oh, not you. Yes, please. Okay, got all of them here. Oh, okay. I guess I got them all already. That was funny, and here's why. Okay. Oh, do tell. I don't understand the point of fast travel in Cyberpunk when riding through. It's so beautiful. I agree. I agree. It can be handy like every once in a while, like if you're really trying to get a certain mission done, but other than that, I mean, it's kind of fun just riding around seeing what kind of bullcrap you can get into. What weird thing you might spot. Where is the Stone Emporium? The exact opposite of how you just critiqued this travel. Yes, I agree. In Pokemon, you don't have like cool motorcycles. And it's not extremely fast. Nor as fascinating. That's for sure. Let's go over to 14. A bunch of steel Pokemon. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, I want the alpha right there. She's totally facing the wrong direction, but whatever. What just happened? It's like not effective whatsoever. Okay, there we go. Oh no! We're getting crushed. His little ears just opened up like satellite dishes. What the hell? I didn't know that was a thing. Someone's trying to get us. Run, run, run. What is happening? Oh my gosh. $14 was a charm. Let's try 15. Okay. Oh, Pumpkaboo, he's so cute. You floating little gourd dude. Oh, there's a bunch of alphas over here. We got 1, 2, 3. But no shinies. Which one of these is making that weird sound? $15, $16. There we go. It's not a too big place for a game like this. Oh. The more it requires to have depth and size. True. I don't know, like what they're planning on doing with the expansion pack. If they're gonna like expand the city or make it like a different place entirely. I was under the impression that by the time you finish the main storyline in the game, everything would be like a wild center. What we got? Alpha Flaffy and whatever that is. Did I just get knocked out or did the day change? Okay. The day just changed. You see how these guys, these weird little handy dudes, just popped up? They're so creepy. I don't really care for those. But it was like a Florgus and something else? Metacham before? And as soon as it changed, you said Pokemon change. 16. $17 is down here. This had a storyline. It did, I'll be honest with you. I didn't read all of it. Like when people were talking, I was like clicking through a lot of it. I was really excited just to, you know, play, so. This area is a huge pain in the butt if you're not prepared. This guy is rude. Rude as fuck. And he's fast. Oh my gosh, look at him. I take one more hit, I'm passing out. Sorry, Lampert. Can't risk it, pal. You gotta go. Garmley, how do you get over there? What is that? You're distracted. I didn't even need to do that. I didn't think that it would be that effective against him. Womp. Ooh. I figure out how to get up on that building. See, I wasn't even down on the ground for 1 second and that guy's already trying to mess me up. How the hell do I get it down there? There we go. I think it was this one. Maybe the other side? I need a Sylveon. That guy has a little Sylveon partner with him. It just reminded me. What the? That doesn't make any sense to me either. Because even if I get up on top of that roof... I guess I could jump over, but I don't think I could do that while there's a battle zone. Like if you're inside of a border, it keeps you inside of it, even if you're like really high up in the air. Oh, I'm so lost. I wonder if you collect coins but don't do any battles, if you win anything. Oh, there's a screw over there! I guess we'll never know. This lady wants to battle. Yeah, I can't go off the edge right there. Maybe I just need to wait until it's daytime. Boink. Yeah, frou-frous are leveling up. That was kind of sad. We did it. Well, if you have to battle anyone, Nurse Joy is probably the best one to battle. And she'll heal up your team again. The day is only, or the night's only halfway done, so I think there's about 4 more minutes left. If I recall, there's 8 minutes during the night. Yeah, I think that I can definitely jump that. I just have to wait for this wall to come down. Okay. Well, I guess while we're waiting for that, I'm gonna refill my water. take a quick little break and I'll be right back. And grab some snacks. Okay. Be right back. We are back. I don't know why I'm clapping. I just heard the most fucked up story, like abbreviated into 2 sentences while I had stepped out. I'm a little disturbed now. Yay, we did it! Okay, cool. Shadow Ball. What other roof- I'm so curious, what other rooftops have I not been up on? Is there a way that you can set markers? Just pins? No? Okay. Okay. We'll go to zone. 18. Oh, shoot. Of course you gotta be asking me that question, Duster. What's... don't judge me. Halloween candy. I still have a little bit left over. I like Twizzlers. They're so good. Oh, like on the map. On Pokemon Arceus? Legends Arceus? I don't know if I'm saying that right. But you used to be able to like place different markers down on the map. Like with different icons. Some of them would be like alpha faces or like berries or whatever. And it would stay there, but on this you can just place one pin at a time. Womp womp. What's up here? Doo, 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 doo. What food did you get? What's your favorite thing to snack on? Guess I could get up there jumping off that roof. Ooh, what's up here? Such markers. Yeah. I don't know if they didn't think that like people would be using them or something in this game. Okay, we're going back into zone 18. Dipped out there for a second. I think the shiny versions of this are supposed to be purple. Those are definitely not shiny. Not a snack. The very late dinner, I suppose. Rolls with salami. For snacks I would kill for all things Kinder. Ooh. Oh, he gone. The Kinder surprises? Is that what they're called? I think I know what you're talking about. And there's nothing wrong with a late night meal. Those are kind of the best. A huge fan myself. I think at least twice a week I'll eat at like, I don't know, anywhere between 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. I don't remember if it was last night or the night before. What did I eat? I don't even know. I think it was cereal? Maybe? Cereal is good at any time. Certainly adore Choco Buns and the regular chocolate sticks. Value Hour! Hello! Welcome in! We're just hanging out talking about food, per usual. I gotta look up what those things are that you're talking about. Shh. Let's see. Ooh. Those look good. What's in those hazelnuts? Crispy. Oh, they have different kinds? Oh my gosh, those look so good. Why have I not seen those before? Do you order them or buy them at the store? The last thing you ate was IKEA meatballs? Hell yeah. Oh, that's awesome. I've heard they're great. Very delicious. Let's see. Kinder sticks? Is that a thing? Oh, it is. I've seen the sticks. Okay. I've seen those before. The way that they snap is just so... chef's kiss. It's really satisfying thing. You got me looking at candy now. Chocolate milk, pretty much. I think there was a limited edition once. Should be normally in stores. Every single local one here sells that. Huh. Okay. Have you ever heard of Zaxby's? Or is there any Zaxby's like near you? If you have, or if there is, that's like a, I think it's like a regional ordeal, and their stuff is so, their sauce is so good. I've never actually eaten at one of their restaurants before. But their sauce is like, better than Raisin Cane's, I think, in my opinion. I want to go to Zone 19. Ooh ho ho ho! There's EVs in this zone! Pockies! Pockies are good. Little delicious stick candy things. I'm gonna save while I'm in here, just in case. My best friend growing up was Filipino, and she always had like an overflow amount of Pockies. Like, I think her parents must have picked up like cases of them at Costco or something. And she would put down like a whole box within minutes. It was seriously impressive. Nothing in Zone 19, in the final Zone 20. Oh shoot, you got a Zaxby's local to you? Yes! You are so lucky. You gotta check it out. Get that sauce. Put it on some chicken. It's so good. The sounds that the game makes whenever you pick up a berry kind of sounds like the same sounds whenever you encounter a shiny. And it's a little confusing to me. Pop some chips, chicken, other stuff. We have a restaurant that does a similar thing, and I order it time to time. Hell yeah. I like that they started selling like different restaurants' secret sauces at stores. Although I cannot find Zaxby's sauce local to me, so I have to order it on Amazon, and for some reason it's not like Prime. So I have to wait like what feels like forever to get my sauce. I don't know if y'all know this about me or not, but I'm a real saucy lady. I like sauce so much. Check it out. Probably I live close to Waffle House. Waffle House! That's where it's at. That's where like all the action happens. I've seen so many like YouTube videos of people going ham in Waffle House. And they're open 24 hours, dog. It doesn't get any better than that. A sauce I see on one picture highly reminds me of our samurai sauce that is called in that restaurant of ours, and it's delicious. Oop, I didn't mean to do a dragon move on a fighting type. That's silly. Samurai sauce. What is the place that you have close to you? If you don't mind me asking. Damn. I'm so surprised. The only like shiny thing that we heard was in Zone 4. We couldn't even find it. That's some bullcrap. Oh, so cool. I wonder if I go back there if it'll reappear. That seems pretty stupid. Why would that happen? But we're gonna try it. I think everything tastes like twice as good in between the hours of 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. It was over in the corner by the headstone. Is that over here? Oh my gosh, what the fluff? I'm not crazy. You heard that too. You heard it. It's somewhere here. And my auto lock isn't locking on Jack. Is this like a glitch? I'm like half tempted to Google it if this is normal because I still can't find whatever it is. And the fact that it's still there does not make sense. I don't think, anyways. Here lies a Z, who mastered both creation and destruction, a man of beginnings and endings. For 3,000 years he lived, finding no fellowship with others as he wandered the world's byways, but in Lumiose he discovered faithful friends and was reunited with his most beloved Pokémon. It was in Lumiose 2 that he breathed his last. Oh. Your tail's getting in the way. I've noticed a place called Ruby Tuesday around the city. I have no idea what they are. I don't know what Ruby Tuesday is either. Is it like... I thought it was a buffet place for some reason. Whataburgers are really good. A very small town, so those places are mostly local to us. So unsure if this is of any value to say. Oh, okay, I gotcha. I have a few places that I know of like that too. Just like mom and pop shops that just go freaking ham on their stuff. There's like a pizza place a few hours from here in the most unsuspecting little country town ever. And it's in between like a CVS and a grocery store. There it is again. What the fuck? It's a good thing I'm not monetized because I just, I can't quit letting the F-bombs fly. I'm so confused. But anyways, this place is so freaking good and you just wouldn't expect it from such a small restaurant. The decorations don't make sense either. It's like tropical themed. It doesn't really have anything to do with any of the rest of the restaurant, but it's cool. Okay, I'm just gonna scoot. That's crazy. What the fuck? Okay, so we heard the sound again and we're out here. Is there anything up there maybe? What? We finally found it! It was sitting up there the whole freaking time. Oh my gosh. We did it! Okay. So he was up on this post and kept hearing the sound around that point, like the headstone back. Okay. That's a pretty big radius if you think about it. I feel like small towns or small like little restaurants, especially if they're family owned, they got something to prove. They go hard. Or they have like their Nan's secret recipe. That's the trick. They got old Nan's secret recipe. It's difficult finding good tacos here. The first taco truck I tried close by was terrible. It was all dry. Oh. That's no good. I don't know if this is a stupid question, but do they have Filibertos out where you are? They're cheap, but they are so good. They're very greasy, I think, but still very good. Nerve to sell a $4 taco? Shit. You had to learn the hard way on that one. Well, as long as you remember not to go back, you'll be fine. That sucks though. The worst is whenever you get your food and you're like all excited to like take it home and eat it. And then you take it home and you open it up and like something's messed up. Or destroyed. Oh, there's another purple screw! And a bunch of monkeys. How do we get over there? Around here. Oh, okay. I think that they have, like a sister and brother company or whatever. Or a place that's very similar like it over there on that side of the US. Forgot what it's called. They have Filibertos out here and then they have Bertos and it's weird and confusing. And I'm guessing that enough people have got them mixed up that Filibertos has like a sign on its menu. They're like, we're the original, like, we're not Bertos. There's no one like us. I might be able to... No, I can't jump from that building across from there because it's got fencing. I think I have to come from over here. I don't know. Let's see how this goes. I might just fall off. Keep eyeing all that purple over there. Sheesh. Are we gonna get it? We did it! Alright, that was much easier than I thought it was going to be. Oh shoot, look at me! I fell off the roof! This lady looks fancy. What are you doing over here? Okay. It's nightfall. Oh my gosh, what are frog legs like? Are they good? I feel like they're a big thing in the South. Going frogging. How big are they? Oh, I'm so curious. Kind of like chicken. Hell yeah. They're long but thin. Are they difficult to eat? Like, do they have a lot of stuff that you have to pick through? Do frogs? Yeah, frogs have bones. They have to, right? I've never seen a frog skeleton, though. Eating a chicken leg. What? You took a pic. Are you gonna send it on, like, Discord or something? That's interesting. What made you want to try frog legs? Is it just like a spur of the moment type of deal? Let's see. Discord. I guess like in general or media share would be a good spot for it. Doesn't really matter too much. Yeah. Up we go. I I wonder if that shiny Pokemon never despawned because it wasn't inside of a wild zone. It just kind of looks like fried chicken. Oh, that's awesome. I wouldn't mind trying that. I'm hearing weird noises in my house. I don't know what's... How do I get up there, dude? I think the weirdest thing that I've ever tried was scorpion. It was obviously dead when I ate it. It didn't really have flavor, it was just kind of texture. All texture. Oh, let's see. Oh my god, yeah, it just looks like chicken, like fried chicken legs. For sure. If it wasn't for the size, I don't think I'd be able to tell the difference. That's pretty sweet. I wonder how many frogs it took to get that. So many frogs. Do they eat the front ones too, or just the back ones? Not as heavy as chicken, it's similar. Huh. I'm gonna go back to Zone 20 just to see if I can find any cool alphas or shinies over here. Zone 20 is just like full of it. We got a Flareon, Pavilion. Ooh, gator. Where would you even find that to eat? Like a special place, I bet. Maybe in Florida. Somewhere around there. Ooh. Why am I not doing anything? Okay, there we go. I've heard that lamb is good, but I don't think I've ever tried it. Can't be a true Floridian until you eat gator. Yeah. You gotta wrestle it and catch it with your own hands too. That's the catch. But they're pretty easy to find. I remember as a kid, like, because I lived out there for a long time, and it was nighttime, and my parents had like pulled over. I think that they were lost. This was a long time ago, but they had pulled over, and I don't quite understand the layout, but it was like they pulled over into like this weird flat spot that had a ramp going down into water, and there was no signage whatsoever. So it kind of just looked like, you know, you drive into this flat spot and then you're like, oh, I'll go down this ramp and just keep going. And then you see the water. So I think that like one of them was about to go into the water and they were like, hold up, wait a minute, that's not the road. And they stopped and like reevaluated. During that time, I got out of the vehicle and I was just looking around and everything, the water is just like black and dark and murky and you can't see anything. And without moving at all, like it had been sitting there the entire time, there was the gator just like right underneath the water with its like eyeballs poking out. And I was trying to figure out like what the shiny thing was. So I was like, what is that? And I kept like getting closer and I'm like looking at it like Ace Ventura on crack. And when it blinked, it scared the shit out of me. I just kept getting way too close to it. It definitely could have fucked me up. But I had no idea what the hell I was looking at. I had never seen one in person before that. We shoulda caught it and made it into jerky. Reptile. Ew. Gator jerky tastes a little like how reptiles smell. That sounds gross. I don't know if I want to try that anymore now. I am curious about grilled gator and ostrich. I remember something about when I was little, there was somebody who lived near us who had an ostrich farm or something like that, and I guess my mom was friends with them or something like that, and they would give her the eggs. And I know my sister would like decorate the eggs and drill them and make them all like pretty looking, but I'm pretty sure I remember them frying up one of those ginormous ass eggs, but I don't remember how it tasted. And now as an adult, I'm like super curious about doing a side by side with like a regular egg and a he's floating and an ostrich egg. Ostriches are so friggin' weird. They're like dinosaur birds. They're goofy as hell. Yay, Restream's letting us know we reached 100 messages in the chat. Whoop whoop! Just had to let that out there. Okay, we're going back to 20. There's a restaurant 5 minutes down the road that sells a gator tail dinner for 24 bucks. Oh my gosh. Ooh, how intriguing. Thanks, Griddle. It's the same. I think that might be like a really good, a good business out there. Just going like gator. Oh my god! It's an Alpha Sylveon! Alpha Sylveon alert! Oh my gosh! Okay, I have to save, but I can't save while somebody's locked on to me, so I need to figure this out. Sorry, Squirtle, you gotta go, pal. I gotta save my game. Okay, here we go. But imagine how profitable that would be, because gators are like a problem. They're practically indestructible, and they freaking reproduce way too quickly, and then they're impossible to get rid of without some serious cojones. But if you could just like go and be like, let me take care of that gator for you, ma'am, I'll get it out of your swimming pool, and then you trap it and then you sell it to a restaurant, shoot, you're doing everybody a favor. I'm so excited about this Alpha Sylveon. I love how Alpha Sylveon sounds. Or Sylveon in general, I guess. Whew. It's fairy against fairy. Don't cry fake tears. Come on now. I might switch over to Charizard. Well, now I have to anyway. Seen any gators yet? Just little lizards running around. Is that those like little anole lizards with the triangle shaped heads? They're kind of grumpy. Don't like to be fucked with. I saw a lot of those today. They're everywhere. Okay, here we go. Look how low the health is. I'm so surprised. Oh shoot, we got him. Wow. I'm just gonna save again, just in case. I'm so excited right now. I can't believe it. I've been looking for alpha evolutions this whole game. And got another one. I think I've seen Flareon a few times, Jolteon more than anything else. I got, I think, 1 or 2 Vaporeons. Glaceon and a Leafeon, I believe. I'm missing Umbreon and Espeon, I think. Oh boy. I didn't organize my boxes right. Oh yes, okay. I do have Glaceon. I'm gonna use this box for all of like evolutions and then the Furfroos that I'm trying to level up right now. I saw this thing online today. I don't know how true it was. I don't even know if I should say anything because you were here earlier, Value Hour, but Duster got to witness how naive I should be. Oh my goodness. Somebody, like, a bot put something in the chat and they were like, someone shared your stream on Discord or something like that. And I was like, that's weird. Duster's like, that's not real. I'm like, okay, thank you for confirming. Sometimes it's hard to tell when people are like bots or not in the chat, and I'll be having like full-blown conversations just to like give them the benefit of the doubt. But as soon as they get like too pushy or something, I'm like, okay, this is a bot for sure. But it takes a lot. Like, I need a lot of convincing, unless they come out and they're like, off the bat, just like, hey, do you want to stream to like a shit ton of awesome people? And I'm like, that's fake. I want to stream to the people like you guys. Like, I like hanging out with you. So, I don't need crap like that. Same link recognition helps too. Yeah, they posted it a few times. I need to go through and I guess modify my moderator settings on here. I don't know. I feel like I got it really good because there was a few streams in a row where we didn't have anything weird going on. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can find it online so I can show it to you guys. I'll share it in Discord if I can find it. It said it was like something about like some Chinese or Japanese tale or story or legend or something like that about lizards. It sounds weird, but it was like super sweet. Yes. With oh, it has a name. The Tale of the Loyal Gecko. Huh. Hey! Ah! Oh my gosh, Valuar, that looks like the gecko guy from what's that old ass YouTube video? It's like some guy, I think he's tripping on like acid or LSD or something, and he just, I don't know who recorded his voice, but you can hear him talking, and then they did like a visualization of like a lizard talking. You know, his mouth is moving along those same lines, but he's all like, who put that chair over there? Not my goddamn chair. Not my chair, not my problem. That's what I always say. Like, shit like that. I forgot the name of it, but I think you know what I'm talking about, maybe. Checking. I wonder if this is real or not. Okay, so I found this story. I'm gonna see if I can find the image for you guys too. It says, during a home renovation in Japan, a man removed a wooden wall panel and discovered a small gecko pinned to the wall by a nail driven straight through one of its tiny legs. He was stunned to find it still alive. Checking the house's records, he realized the wall had been built a decade earlier, meaning the gecko had been trapped there for nearly 10 years. Baffled as to how the creature could have survived for so long without food or water, he decided to stop his work and observe it. A short while later, another gecko appeared from a crack in the wall carrying food in its mouth and proceeded to feed the trapped gecko. The man was deeply moved by this quiet, wordless act of unwavering devotion and love between the two tiny creatures. He then carefully removed the nail, freeing the trapped gecko. I don't know if that's real or not, but it's still gonna make me cry. Gosh. I don't know. It says it's a tale. It's a story, so I don't know how real it is. And the fact, I don't know how long geckos live either, but I don't know about 10 years. Who knows what type of gecko it was. I've owned some geckos, and I don't think that they live super duper long. Is it real? Is the tale of the loyal gecko real? That's so sweet, though. No, the tale of the loyal gecko is not a real event. It is an urban legend. Okay, well that's good, because how the fuck would a gecko get a nail through its leg or its foot or whatever, or any part of its body, without somebody like deliberately doing that to it? You don't accidentally just fucking nail a gecko to a wall. Like, you'd have to be pretty fucked up to want to hurt an animal like that and like leave it there. So it's kind of a relief. But I'm sure that, you know, animals do that in real life. I've seen ravens do some pretty cool stuff. What even is going on? Like, what's happening? The landlord special. Oh, you gotta love the landlord special. Do you guys have any, like, landlord horror stories? If you don't, I have one. Actually, a few. That are really weird. And all from the same person, actually. He was a real special landlord, if you catch my drift. Okay. But there is a good reason that landlords have a... what do you call it? I'm forgetting all the words today. Important words to form complete sentences. I just sound like an idiot. I'm so glad you guys are here. I love hanging out with y'all and talking with y'all. You're so like chill. So nice. And like understanding. You guys are awesome. I'm so happy you're here. All my landlords have been very lenient with me, surprisingly. Oh, that's good. I mostly keep my mouth shut and keep to myself, which I guess is why some of them cut me some slack. I feel like that'll get you a lot further than you think, for sure. Especially if they potentially own like multiple properties and they have other tenants. I highly doubt that. I don't know. I feel like more than 50% of tenants are probably a little bit more difficult to deal with than they should be. Maybe. I don't know. Who am I to say? Ooh! Alpha Larvitar. Larvitar. I don't know if I said that right. Larvitar. Oh, Absol. Oh yeah, so what I was saying earlier about Absol is that he like appears in the game as like a main event and a cutscene. And there is zero way around getting this Absol and him becoming part of your team. So, knowing what I know about Absol, I was a little bit like confused. I have a hair in my mouth, damn it. I was really confused. I was like, is something about to happen in the game? Or is this like foreshadowing? Absol lore. If you don't know what it is, I will read it to you now. What the fuck is that? Okay, I just googled it and I saw a black Absol. I don't think it's real. I don't know. Because normally they're white. That was weird. Super confusing. Okay, so Absol's lore is the disaster Pokemon known for appearing before natural disasters to warn people, though it is wrongly blamed for causing them and has been shunned as a result. Its lore centers on being a misunderstood Pokemon that senses impending calamities and flees to the mountains to escape the negative attention it receives. So, because of that, I thought that maybe something like crazy was gonna happen. And not much happened, but I feel like I can really relate on Pokemon's like backstories. Especially Absol. Some people are just so misunderstood and it's just kind of shit. Like Mothman. Well, I missed a few messages here, I guess. Minimal interactions with people in general unless it's friends or family. One forgave me for 3 months of late rent when I moved out because I never once caused an issue while living there. Dude, that's awesome. That's an awesome landlord right there. Sounds like just somebody with a big heart. Now I'm looking up Mothman lore. The lore of the Mothman centers on sightings of a winged humanoid creature in the Point Pleasant, West Virginia area beginning in 1966. Large wings, glowing red eyes, and its appearance became linked to impending tragedy, most notably the collapse of the Silver Bridge in December 1967. While many believe the creature is a supernatural omen or the result of a Native American curse, some suggest it was a large bird like a sandhill crane or a product of misidentification or folklore. Did they make a statue of it? Oh, they did. That's crazy. There's like people's houses around there too. That's cool. Shout out to Tom. What's up, Tom? Thanks for being a real one. Gosh. Needs to be more people like Tom. I feel like I haven't heard that name since MySpace. Everybody was friends with Tom. Okay, there we go. So the last landlord that I had was actually the landlord the place before where I live now. I think this is like managed by a company or something, so I don't have to deal with any weird like shady people like that. But my old landlord was like the creepiest creeper ever. And the situation this mother fluffer put me in was not good. It was so weird. So, little bit of foreshadowing here. I think that I first started talking to him through an app called Roomster, where it like helps you link up with people who are looking for roommates or looking to rent out or whatever. And I started talking to him through there, and he had explained to me that the place that he was renting out was already occupied by a couple, and that I would be taking the guest bedroom and that they were in the master. And of course I was okay with that. And I met him over at said location, and I also got to meet the new roommates that I would be staying with. And they were really nice to me and at that moment, and I would say generally speaking, but I'm like you guys, I really like, it doesn't seem like it because I'm like streaming or whatever, but I keep to myself a lot, and I'm actually a very, very quiet person. So when I'm like forcing myself to talk and say stuff, sometimes I just sound like an idiot because I'm like looking for words to say when normally it's all just like contained up in my noodle. Yeah. Sorry, I get sidetracked really easy too. But anyways, the couple was really nice. And they were around my age, so not too many differences there. And I actually found out that after I had started moving my stuff in there, the guy in the couple was my coworker. I used to work for a company called Willis Towers Watson, and they manage, oh my god, so many different companies' pension plans. And CenturyLink is one of their biggest ones. So we were working on the CenturyLink pension plan, and I guess he was on the opposite side of the office of me. I didn't like notice him before. I would notice that like somebody was always standing up and like looking around while they were on the phone call, but I was like, I didn't think anything of it because people, like, who wants to sit at their desk for 8 hours straight and not like move and stretch around? So I guess he was always standing up and looking around, and he noticed that I was there, so he pointed it out, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. So the next time I went to work, I was like, holy crap, you literally do just sit like a few rows down from me, and I didn't realize it. Shortly after I moved in with him, I think he got fired. I don't think he quit. I could be considered a weirdo avoiding contact for most time at my current point in life, but I just don't care anymore. A friend or two I got. You and your streams and family is all I interact with currently. Ah, I'm so glad to be part of that. Thank you. I'm glad that you're here. I think that maybe back in the day, if you were like quiet and kept to yourself, it would be considered weird, but now I think that everybody is just so over it and other people. I think that they like it. They're like, hey, look at this guy just minding his own business. It's like unheard of, you know? Just doing his own thing. Okay. I'm gonna try to not get too sidetracked where I only give you like a quarter of the story and then I change the topic. But so I guess to consolidate what I was saying a little bit earlier, I basically knew the guy and they were good people. What was weird to me was I did not realize that they had like rush cleaned the house right before I got there, and had basically just taken everything and on the floor and around the house, and they threw it into the master bedroom, and then they closed the door because within a few days of me actually living there, I've learned like their true sides were exposed, and I learned that they basically just used the floor as a trash can. And it sounds like I'm over exaggerating, but I'm not. And the floor was literally like, I think it was like a 1,500 square foot like townhouse, and almost all of the floor was just covered in trash. Not like stuff that was like decomposing or anything. Like they at least put that stuff away, or, you know, put it in a trash can. But everything else just wound up on the floor. And there was like little narrow walkways throughout the house that you could navigate. So I always just wound up, because they're in the master bedroom, I just wound up staying in the guest bedroom and not ever really going to the rest of the house. Like I would literally just hide in my in my bedroom the entire time. The other thing was that I worked from home taking phone calls all day. And they really liked blaring music, like super duper loud. And it was like to the point where even like people on the phone could hear it, and I would be like, hey man, like I'm so sorry to ask you this. Like I know you're enjoying your tunes or whatever, but like I can't hear the person that I'm on the phone with, and this is my job, so you turn it down a little bit. Stuff like that. I catch him too. Oh my gosh, where'd you come from? I also, shortly after meeting them and moving in with them, I found out that they were really into like different kinds of drugs. I'm sure stuff that I'm not even aware of. You know, they obviously did the natural stuff like most people do. And then there was some other, I don't know what it was, but they were definitely like uppers. And I think that they may have caused like weird hallucinations or something, because I would like hear the man just like randomly scream stuff in the middle of the night. Like they would get home and then they would get all like jacked up, and I could hear him like wailing random stuff. Like one time he was like going off about how all black people are from, what was it, Egypt, and Santa Claus was a black person, and white people are like useless and stupid. Just random weird stuff, and it was mostly about people's race for some reason. And it was just awkward for me. Obviously, I'm freaking white as Casper over here. I don't know what I technically am, but I was like, you know, I live here, right? Please don't kill me. Like I heard him like yelling about like killing and annihilating white people one time. I was like, oh my god. So I would always sleep with my door closed and locked. I didn't realize it was gonna get that crazy. Oh my god. Let's heal this up. Okay. So basically after they moved out and got their own place, I wound up taking over the lease on the entire house, because I was so fucked up from their antics. I was like, I will never ever like live with another person like that again. Like, no, if I ever have another roommate, I'm gonna thoroughly vet them, because that was hell. At night, whenever I would get off work, I'd be so freaking frustrated all the time, and I was like, the only way I could get rid of it was like vigorous exercising. So I started running every night, and it started with 1 mile, and it quickly grew to 2 miles. And within a few weeks, I was running 8 miles, not a joke, every single evening, just to wear myself out to the point where I wouldn't be like irritated by them anymore. They were like just really disrespectful. I don't know, or inconsiderate, you could say. Because who does that? Like, if you live with somebody else, don't leave your shit all over the place. Like, trash, you know what I'm saying? Everything else is fine. And I could, like, barely afford the rent on this place. And that's how, like, desperate I was just to, like, have peace again and not have to worry about that. So I was working, at least 60 hours every week, and taking phone calls for 60 hours is not easy on anybody, because hello, customer service is it can be a bitch sometimes. People can be great and people can be terrible. And then I would get like super duper stressed out whenever my work wouldn't offer me overtime. They almost always had it, but there was a few occasions they're like, there's no overtime this week available. And it would stress me out. And I would like randomly get text from my landlord, and he would like ask me if I wanted to go out on a date with him. And I would like politely decline because I'm not trying to piss him off. Oh my gosh, Alpha Dratini. How do we get over there? Let's make it happen. I can't jump. That's too far for sure. There might be a ladder. Next best bet is this one. Okay, I'm gonna place that there. But anyways, I politely like decline him. And it was odd. He would only accept payments through Cash App and Zelle, or just like straight up cash. So every time I paid him rent, like I made sure to like thoroughly document it, because he seemed sketchy and I just didn't trust him. And I thought it was a little weird that he was like asking me out on dates when I'm his tenant. And I think he was probably like at least 30, 40 years older than I am. And I mean, I don't necessarily have an issue with different ages, but it was like, it was weird how much older he was than I am, but still like somehow more immature than me. It was like he just never grew up. So I didn't go on a dates with him. And I remember one time I went to pay him the rent, and it was raining. And I made a joke about how much like I love the rain. Like, stop complaining about it because it's awesome, and we're in Arizona, we don't get it that often, you know, stuff like that. And so then after that comment, like every single fucking time it rained, he would send me a text asking me, what kind of rain dance did you do to make it rain like this? Like, it was so weird. He's like, voodoo witch lady must have done a rain dance to get this kind of rain. It was just odd. I'm so sorry. I am like going off on a weird tangent. I haven't even got to this story, I guess, that I'm telling you guys about. I think I need to go up here. So randomly, like right before I signed my lease, like my solo lease with him, I was like, I want to make sure I'm like secure for a while. So I wanted to set it up for like 6 months to a year. And he declined and gave me a month-to-month leasing contract. And I was like, dude, that's fucked up. Like, I could be kicked out at any time, and it wouldn't matter. But I didn't like that. And sure as shit, within a few months, I didn't necessarily get kicked out, but I did kick myself out. After he decided to move in. I think that he was living at one of his other residents, and he may have done something like creepy with somebody, or like tried to bust a move on somebody, and they didn't like it, because he abruptly was texting me and telling me that he was going to be moving in. He's like, I'll pay like the portion of the lease for, you know, the guest bedroom, and you can keep the master, but I'm going to be moving in Like, he just said it straight up like that. And my first thought was, okay, I need to start looking for a new place, like, right now. Where the hell did that Alpha Dratini go? Oh, Shade. It's the other one I can't find down here. Or catch, anyways. And as soon as he moved in, he just started fucking everything up. Like, breaking my stuff on accident. I had, like, a good pair of, like, kitchen knives that I liked. And he managed to break the blades on them within one use. And then he just left it in the sink. So I'm like, one, he doesn't clean up after himself. And two, whenever you leave his shit in the sink, like, it would also contain my stuff, but he would just break it and leave it in there. And then he would, like, I don't know what it was or what artist he was listening to, but maybe like some, like Nelly's cousin or something. It would be like super over the top sexual. And not like in a good way. Just really cheesy sexual music. And he would play it like really loud while he worked out in the living room. Like, he wouldn't even go in his own room or go to a gym. He would put a yoga mat in the living room and like get almost naked. He would wear these little shorts. I'm pretty sure that they were just underpants. But that was like all he would wear. And then you'd go out there and he'd just like do his stretch thing and then he'd stare at you like he's waiting for you to like do something in a like really creepy way. Like it felt like he was trying to like bait me in just like a really fucking creepy way. So as soon as he moved in, I changed the lock on the master bedroom. I was like, this motherfucker is not coming into my room when I'm not here. No way. And the fact that he thought it was okay to do all that weird creepy shit while I was his tenant was just mind-boggling to me. And he never gave me my security deposit. And it was a lot. He also never replaced the carpet or the blinds up in there. Like, dude was a real POS. He had no business having a house. Or renting it to anybody for that matter. Such a weirdo. I thought about, because I don't know if it was my previous roommates that did it, but whenever I migrated from the guest bedroom to the master bedroom, there was wads of like, I think it was like hard candy that melted or something, like this big around on the floor that would not come out, like weird stains, stuff that looked like Dijon mustard, and some other really questionable looking stuff. I had to scrub down the floors with Pine Sol. I still to this day cannot smell Pine Sol without having like flashbacks. I hate it now. But anyways, like a quarter of the room, I don't know what it is, the padding underneath the carpet was completely ripped out. So visually you couldn't really tell for most of it. But whenever you walked on it, like it was hard as fuck. And then you'd walk over to the padded side and you're like, oh, this is better. There's a huge difference there. And then right at the entrance of the door, the carpet was just like completely ripped and it was like fraying. And there was nails like pointed up and exposed, and they would get you. And he kept talking about how he's going to get the carpet replaced and all this other stuff. Well, he never did that, and he never gave me my freaking security deposit back. So, guy can go fluff himself. But at least I'm not doing that again. When it was sunny, they didn't ask you what kind of Sundance did you do. No. Sundance. Sundance hot pants. It's a good question, though. Your story's just true more and more. I think I'm more done with people in general. Maybe I too much appreciate someone sees it similarly and makes me not being shameful of more and more enjoying things by my own. Oh my gosh. I agree with you, but I think that there's a lot more people out there like us than we think. But we don't know who they are because we stick to ourselves. And they stick to themselves. Which is a double-edged sword, I suppose. I'm gonna go back over to 19. I really want a shiny Eevee. And you can't really judge a book by its cover. That's for damn sure. I don't know why, but like all of my friends that I've ever met in person, not online, but met them for the very first time in person and got to know them that way, all of them have told me the same thing. I thought, quote, I thought that you were going to be a huge bitch. Don't know why. People tell me that. I think that I just have really bad resting bitch face. Like if I'm not smiling. But apparently people just think by default I'm a huge bitch. And then they realize I'm the exact opposite and it confuses them. I'm a huge softie, I can be a pushover and I'm getting better at that, but yeah. I have a hard time like standing up for myself sometimes. Never mind, you know, making somebody else feel bad or whatever. Ooh! Look how he runs. His little eyes are like glow sticks. My dad seems to think by default I'm a very angry and cynical— What? Has he told you why? Why would he say that or think that? Oh my gosh, there's another one! Okay. Let's do full restore. Literally, when we went out, he said, if you weren't family, I wouldn't be friends with you or hang out with you. Your dad said that? Oh my gosh. You should tell him the same thing. If you weren't my dad, I wouldn't hang out with you. That's mean, dude. That's fucked up. Doesn't like the way I speak, how I express my emotions, and seems to think I have an attitude constantly. Was he— I don't know if this is like crossing a line or something, but it makes me wonder how much of your life he was present for. I mean, you told me how old you were the other day, so I feel like after that amount of time, he should definitely know you and how you are. When I ask what I'm doing wrong, he won't elaborate, he just defaults to, I won't tell you to do anything, you're a grown man. Don't listen to him, because if he says stuff like that, and then he can't put to words what he thinks he's feeling, then he's just making shit up, it seems. I don't know. I'm sorry, dude. That's hard. Parents divorced, so hardly ever saw him. I wonder if that might have anything to do with it. Like, he just doesn't know you the same as he honestly should. What's this? What's this? Oh, good. You don't let him bring you down. You don't deserve that. Honestly, I have like one friend that I go and I hang out with in person. And I feel bad because I don't hang out with her as much as I should and want to. Like, I feel like I'm a bad friend. But I go through like stages a lot where I will totally convince myself that like I'm a fucking weirdo, everybody hates me, and like everybody is way better off without me around or in their lives, and I'll just hide in my house. And because I work from home, it doesn't it doesn't matter too much, and I can do that for, it turns out, months. And it's hard to get out of that. Like even today, like I'm having today's not so bad, but I mean even today, like I still fucking dog on myself, you know? And then I don't go out and hang out with the people that actually like being around me or care about me. It makes me feel like a bad friend, and then I feel worse, and then I hide more. But I feel like my friend understands because I think she's a little less vocal. Like I tell her everything. I think I overshare quite a bit. And I tell her so much because even though she's a few years younger than me, I don't know where she got it. But she is like as wise as like someone's nan, or who's like a really wise old person. And it's to a point where like whenever we used to work together, I would hear her voice in my head. Like whenever I'd start thinking like total nonsense or like really negatively about myself, I would hear her voice pop in and like asking me, well, is that true? And what reasoning or ideas do you have that back up this thought that you're having? And I'd be like, well, I can't point out anything specifically. And she'd be like, well, there you go. It's just your head making bullshit up. And I would hear her voice all the time. And I haven't hung out with her in way too long. And her voice is still there, but it's kind of like a little further back. And it's friends like that that we need. The voice of reason. But she's so fucking like smart, and she's so wise, and she's just an awesome lady that sometimes, even with as close as we are, I don't realize that she's like struggling. She's like having a hard time too. She just keeps her shit together so well. And I don't know. And the other day when I saw her, I was like, I need to pull my head out of my ass because this person is here for me. And she's always been patient and understanding. And I haven't hung out with her in like months. And I feel bad about that. And I didn't know because she didn't say anything that, you know, she was mentally going through it too. We could have, you know, been chilling next to each other while we mentally went through it. Maybe just had relief and company, you know? You reply to your dad with sarcasm. Good proof parents are not of any higher value just because they're parents. Hell no. Cases like yours I've heard before too, if not worse. It's hard. That's hard, yeah. And I feel like I wish you could announce that. Because everybody get it in their head. I think that there's a lot of kids and even adults that just, I don't know, because their parents or family, they feel like they need to be a certain way or put themselves through hell just to stay in their life, be around them. Like, you naturally wouldn't be hanging out or even talking to somebody that was saying those, like, fucked up things to you. Like your dad did. Like, you wouldn't hang out with somebody that was saying that kind of stuff to you. Why? But because it's, like, your father, it's kind of a different story. And that makes it so much more hard. But just because they're older than you, they gave you life. It doesn't mean that we have to keep them or put up with them. Oh wow, no wonder you haven't. Oh, that was nice. Jesus. At this point, I reply with sarcasm half the time. Good, give it right back to him. Don't let him get you down. You gotta deal with that in sarcasm, I feel. Because if you're just like an a-hole back to him, then he's probably gonna make your situation worse, and you might have to deal with him for the rest of your life. But if you use sarcasm, it's so much easier to deflect things. And it's also a lot easier to deny later. I have learned that. Is that a... No, that Eevee's too small. I feel like my words aren't coming out quite right today, but I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. He also seems to like asking very redundant questions or pointing out the obvious. It annoys me slightly. I just answer him concisely. It kind of sounds like, no offense or anything, but it kind of sounds like you've surpassed your father on most, if not all levels, and I don't know, it seems like it hurts him in some way. He's got to figure out a way to bring you down with him. Otherwise, why is he such an asshole to you? Like, seriously. He literally did say I'm an asshole the other day. But the way I speak irks him. I can't get a straight answer out of him. It's frustrating as fuck. Jeez. I have a hard time with people like that too. Like, they can't give you a straight answer, or they dance around stuff, or... The worst is whenever they don't answer your question, but they reply to your question with another question that either takes you in circles or doesn't make any sense. Night is falling all over the city. Wait for it to change before I do anything. Sounds exactly like that to me too. Ask him a simple question and he goes off on a tangent and then never actually answers my question. Do you have any examples? Like, what's something that you recently asked him? And, like, what did he reply back with? Was his reply, like, anything at all involving your question, or... I'm kind of curious to ask the exact same thing after being long-winded answered. Oh my god, so you have to you have to wait for the whole credit roll. Oh my gosh. Some are related, but he tries to spin it into a life lesson. Oh, he's one of those guys. Okay. I feel like you've learned a lot of good lessons just by observing what not to do from him. You don't remember exactly what it's about. It sounds like at this point you're kind of just tuning him out. I'm picking up on that, right? And I don't blame you. Boink. Here we go. Bummer about that damn Dratini. You stop replying to everything he says now. Sometimes I just don't reply. Does he ever text you? Like out of the blue? Need to get rid of these crystals. He likes to do this thing where he says, "Know what I mean? So I have to reply." So he knows I'm listening, I guess. Oh. I don't know if you watch Rick and Morty, but there is an episode. It's kind of weird to explain out of context, but the dad in the show, like, he's a complete moron. And he's I don't know how to describe Jerry, but he's a complete fucking moron. And he doesn't, like, have any ambitions or dreams or anything. Like, basically everything he does is a joke. And, their teenage daughter, I guess she was working, and she was just, she was off work and she's hanging out, like, sitting on the couch. And he goes over there and he's, like, trying to ask her for money. And she's like, "Get a job, Dad." And then he's like, "What you doing? Just hanging out on the couch?" She's like, "What am I supposed to say to that? Like, bark back yes? Like, what other answer do I have?" Seriously, like a waste of time conversation. That's what it reminded me of. Let's heal them all up. But not really the new stuff. Not after the voice actor was replaced. I forgot what season that was on. I feel like that was the last season that they did that he was replaced. I don't recall though. Let's have 100 of these on hand. Ooh, I need to make more money on here. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of despise small talk with a fiery, burning passion. Because it's kind of along the same lines of like what we're discussing now. I genuinely, whenever you guys are here, I want to know how you're doing and like what's going on. And I feel like you guys are always just like real about it. But in most cases, whenever like small talk, the whole, "Hey, how are you? How you doing?" Like, when you're talking to a complete stranger and you just know that no matter what you say, they don't care. And you could be having the shittiest day of your life and you'll still just reply back, you know, "How you doing?" "Oh, I'm good." Just because you, like, you know, nobody cares. Like, it feels wrong. And it's a waste of time. Like, let's just dive in deep. Walk up to a stranger, ask them, what's their biggest dream? They might look at you. But seriously, small talk is a freaking killer. I think I need to make some more coins on here. Ah, I'm glad you guys can relate. Sometimes I feel like guilty about how irritated I get with small talk. Ooh, little rolls. Shit. Just hide behind this fruit stand. Boomba. Got it. Been a few times where a cashier asks me how you doing, and I will be extremely honest and say terrible, and they're just weirded out. Yeah, I could see that. They're like, what am I supposed to say to that? Because they're expecting the default answer of good. Also, if you work in customer service, I feel like that question is like a huge trap. Am I supposed to say good when I feel bad? That's a solid question right there, because depending on who you ask, you can get totally different answers. I think some people will tell you, like, in a professional environment, you just say good. Whatever. Whenever I was taking like phone calls all day, I don't want to say the company's name that I worked for because they're very, very big, and I'll give you a few hints, but I don't want to be sued. I just don't want to give them the opportunity because I don't trust them one bit. But it's a big company. It's a brokerage firm. And there's like memes and jokes around the internet about this specific company being a cult. And before I started working there, I would see them and I was like, that's weird. But then when I actually started working there, I was like, whoa, what the fuck? I feel like there's some realness to these weird allegations. But anyways, this company is so big and they're so well known for some of their mutual funds. There we go. And people like them because they're cheap. But there is a reason that they are cheap. And that is because their system sucks ass. Like, their systems are very outdated and crappy. So I went through the time and the frustration and the tears of studying and passing the SIE, the Series 7, and the Series 63 exams. I worked my ass off to pass those the first time. And when I did, I was so excited because I was like, now I get to work for this company and use this knowledge that I just acquired. And it was a lot of it. I was a little bit nervous, but then actually getting into the job itself wasn't nervous at all because I was like, I'm not going to have to use any of this knowledge or remember anything that I just studied my ass off for, because all of my phone calls are from people who can't do transactions or like simple things because the system is like messed up. It's not a user error, it's an issue with the system. Like every day it was something else. You just clock in expecting to see at least a few emails telling you or warning you about like issues that are going on and that they're looking for a solution. Most of the time the solution is not found for a very, very long time. Anyways, there's always at least one issue going on with their systems every single day. So whenever people would call in, like my biggest thing was wanting to help people like save up and make money and, you know, be able to buy whatever they dreamed about, houses or car, whatever they needed their investment money from. And I was so excited to be able to help people like make their dreams come true. And then quickly I became defeated when I realized I was like, I'm just going to keep hitting brick walls here because their systems suck so bad. I can't even do anything. I can't even use the knowledge that I earned. And they have very stringent statistics that they want everybody to meet. And one of those is the length of the call. And because of their system issues and I guess my desire to help people, the length of my my phone calls was consistently 3 minutes too long. 3 minutes, that's all. And they kept trying to fire me over it because my calls were too long, yet I had the highest customer service score, the highest issue resolution. Whenever I actually could fix something that they were calling in about, everything else was perfect. But they wanted to fire me because I couldn't get my call time lower, and it was because of their systems. Like, not only was the customer's end of the system like fucked up, but also our end of the system, like the tools that we're supposed to be able to use to help them, they would also break consistently. Oh my god. Or you'd be on a phone call and everything like refreshes or just closes out. And it made everything way too long. And I realized that I was like one of the few people who wasn't hanging up on the client. I was totally convinced that everybody was just taking calls as like normal and doing their job, because I felt like if they hung up on people, like they would definitely, like the company would know and they would call them out on it and they would get like either a warning or they would get fired. But it turns out it's a huge thing. A lot of people were hanging up on the clients, and it would bring their scores to meet the average handle time. And because they were meeting the average handle time goal, they weren't getting like warnings or getting called out. Like my manager had called me out in front of our entire team once, and it's so weird. And this was like right after I started expressing frustration to him, like, hey dude, how do you expect me to get these down when you guys can't even, like, you're not taking any responsibility whatsoever for your guys' fucked up systems. That's not okay. Like the one time I actually stood up for myself, and then he starts like, you know, calling me out in front of the team and making me feel like crap. Meanwhile, other people were doing just fine and hanging in there just because they were hanging up on people. That is so backwards. And it will drive, like, stuff like that, like, it drives me insane because I feel like it's unjust. If somebody actually took the time to like go through and evaluate this, they would realize what they're doing is so backwards. Sure, my calls are 3 minutes longer, but I'm keeping the client on the phone the entire time that they need me so that they don't call back and need more help. All it does when someone hangs up on them is, you know, they call back and look for somebody else. And then they take up even more of the company's time than they originally would have, because they have to re-explain the entire issue. And most likely they're pissed off about it, so it's never a straight answer. I guess where I was originally going with this is like when I would pick up the phone, they were always really adamant about, I forgot what they called it, but it's like connecting with the customer or whatever. And I get that. I do indeed. But they were like, make small talk with them. I'm like, why would I make small talk with them when you're already telling me that my calls are 3 minutes too long? I'm not trying to make them longer, and what good does small talk do? It's like I want to jump right into it and Glacian and take care of business. And they were like, oh, ask your customer how they're doing. I was like, you know what they're going to say if I do that? They're going to go on a 5-minute tangent about how shitty our systems are, dude. You really want me to do that? And I will not be able to deny any of it. On my last day that I was employed with them before I quit, I had a meltdown. Not a meltdown, but I did start crying on the phone because I had been helping this guy out for like a week with something, and there was some weird stuff going on with the system where every time we moved forward a step, we would have to wait a few days because of like regulations and stuff like that or whatever. So I was helping him out with this issue, and I was almost for sure that we were going to be able to get it taken care of. And when we weren't able to take care of it, and you know, I actually called him back because I told him I would. I knew he was gonna like be pissed off at me, but I was like, I told you I was gonna call you back, and I hold true to my word. And I was prepared for him to be upset, but not quite that upset. And I knew that he was going to ask for my manager, and I know my manager wasn't going to take the phone call. My manager was the biggest useless piece of work there, I would say. He knew less than our teammates did. It was the weirdest thing. Like, he was asking us for help. It didn't make any sense. But he started going off on me, like asking a bunch of rhetorical questions, like kind of putting me down, as well as the company. And I told him, I was like, dude, I gotta be honest with you. I'm so sorry. Like, I've never broken down like this before. But I have to be real with you. Like, all I want to do is help people. And I want to hear them smile by the time I'm off the phone with them. That is what I want to do. And that is all I desire to do. When I can't do that, it is extremely frustrating for me. And it's not for a lack of effort. It is for a lack of like working technology. And I deal with this every day. And I listen to people every day scream at me and cuss at me about things that I cannot change. And it eats at me. And it eats at me even more whenever it's a seemingly really good person. Like people trying to buy their first home, their first car, whatever. And they need to pull their money out. Well, they put everything from their savings account that they've ever saved up into their brokerage account. And they can't pull it out. Why? Oh, we don't know. We'll look into it and give you a call back within 2 weeks. To me, that is not an acceptable answer. Like it is that person's property. They should be able to trust that they can have their own property at any given point in time. I do not. Gosh, that was a rough one. Johnny Silver again. Better it would be. Insert eyes emote. I have customer service jobs like that. I always had talks with managers because I get tired of fake talk and speak real to them. Oh shit. I like that though. You didn't wait until having a fucking mental breakdown to let them know. You're just honest. Something that in 2015 when I tried a service like that, same, can't have it. Not even good with people in general and things like that. The general public just pisses me off. Yeah, absolutely. It's so weird. It's like the older that you get, the more you realize that a lot of other people do not have it together as much as we give them credit for. I don't know. I think I've told y'all this before, but just like because of the way I was raised, like manners were literally like physically like beaten into me. And it was always like, you know, respect your elders and, you know, anybody in authority and all that stuff. And for some reason, my little brain just was like, okay, that means Everybody older than me knows what they're doing and I should listen to them and have it together. Oh. That is not the case whatsoever. I also was under the impression that anybody who had children, like, for sure knew what they were doing. It turns out that is not the case either. Just because they popped a baby out or their spouse popped a baby out doesn't mean that they know what they're doing. I mean, for crying out loud. High schoolers do that shit on accident. My sister did, so... And she definitely was not in a place to be giving anybody any advice. No way. Previous statement was kind of going against them. As I said, it's a double-edged sword. So fair. The most jarring one with me when I was in a call center cell phone company, and there was this call I had to do to try to keep the account active. So I call and this lady answers. I ask for the name on file and she says, he passed away a month ago. And I sat there for a second looking between the script and the account. And of course there's a rebuttal for a deceased customer to keep them paying. Whoa. So at that point, I dropped the act and decided to just apologize. I'm so sorry for your loss. I will close the account and just ended the call. Aww. I'm sure they're very thankful that you were just real with them. Once, like, your loved one passes away, I mean, honestly, you got so much to deal with. The last thing you want to deal with is somebody being pushy, like a salesperson. Gosh. Did they ever, like, say anything to you about it? Or did they ever listen to that call and say, like, hey, dude, that's not okay, or whatever? I don't understand how they could morally do that and feel okay with themselves, but I am curious. Oh. Now companies have, like, I don't know if you call them automated systems or AI or whatever, but they have, like, systems in play where they can transcribe your entire phone call within minutes. At my old job, they did that. Within a few minutes of hanging up the phone, like, you could pull up the transcript of everything that was said between you and the client. And the system also, like, highlighted words and phrases and labeled them as, like, negative, neutral, and then positive. So there's, like, some words that can be used in good and bad context, but no matter what context you used them in, the system would count it as negative because it was a certain word or whatever. It was the weirdest thing. It was really funny, like, trying to read the transcript after like foreigners would call, like, English was like their maybe second or third language, and the system just could not figure out what the fuck they were saying. I remember there was one time I got this this lady on the phone, and she was so sweet. I couldn't really understand her all that great, but enough to help her and get her where she needed to go. Anyways, my point is that she was a nice lady, and I know that she didn't say what our system transcribed on the call. It was like something really weird and inappropriate, and then it, like, downgraded my call for some reason. I'm like, if you actually listen to that call, she didn't actually say that, and she hardly speaks English, so your system made that up. I don't appreciate getting cussed at work by your transcribing system. Okay. Is it day or night? It is day. Okay. Oh my gosh, I forgot I got that that Sylveon. I'm excited. Yet to see an Umbreon just running around out here. Ooh. I wonder if there is an online map that shows where all of the colorful screws are. That sounded weird. I think Duster was here earlier when I was talking to that one NPC and he was like, there's 19 of them left. I didn't know that there was that many. In general, I felt like I found most of them, but he says he's gonna give me some extra jumbo canary plush, and I don't know what they do, but I feel like it probably like boosts your stats. And I'm wondering if there's an online map where they all are. I'm at a loss. And I'm a little concerned about what's gonna pop up when I Google this. Where are all the colorful screws? Pokemon Legends. Let's see. Oh, there's 100 of them. Holy schmeckles. Do you guys ever use the I think it's IGN, India Golf November website? I use it and it's very helpful on the Pokemon games. I don't know if they do anything for other games though. Okay. The sun will be setting soon. All road, district, colorful screw locations. Okay, I think they have a map. How can I zoom in? I want to zoom in. I need to find something regarding a game, but their reviews are extremely biased. Oh, I didn't know that. How so? Okay, I'm gonna pull up my map. Let's take a little looky-loo. Somewhere right here. Or not that far. Any IGN content since maybe the early 2010s? Holy crap. You would have to research how game journalism works. Okay. Or as I love to call it, urinalism? Urinalism? Now I'm curious. I have no idea how it works or where to even begin with that. I mean, how do you get into game journalism unless you've played the game? I have a feeling that some of those people don't actually play the games. I wonder if you can learn Rock Smash. Yeah, alright. Gonna Judy chop this rock. Because they don't play games in depth and yet act like they think they know more than actual players. Ew. That's dumb. Like the know-it-all. They say fake it till you make it, I guess. And you don't even have to play a game in its full extent to review it for game journalism, at least mainstream ones like IGN. Oh shit. Yeah. But it takes like, I don't know, I feel like it take hours and hours to go through games and play them and get to know all the different like intricacies and quirks. And then to have to like write a review about it. I mean, that's gotta take like weeks, right? This one here. Is there anything up there? Okay, so it says that it is right here. Okay, it's on the purple thing. I already got that one. And send some stuff on how game journalists play games. I think you'd at least get a good basic idea of how they work, but it's pain. Just trust stream reviews, to be honest. If it's anything else not on stream, I trust my gut, I guess. That's fair. Seeing like somebody playing it, and especially somebody who's not being like sponsored by it, is probably got to be like the most real that you can get. God, G-O-G? To even more than Steam, because I like how they do things. Oh, I didn't know that Steam did reviews. To be honest with you, I don't quite understand what Steam is. I purchased something off there. What was it? I don't remember what it was. I thought it was a game. It doesn't make sense. Steam like Valve Steam, not Stream. Ah. Okay. Whoa. Where did he go? Look at that face. A little weirdo. All the reviews on Steam are from people who actually buy and play the games, real people, not journalists. There's an overall percentage score of how positive or negative the game is based on user reviews. Oh. Oh, that makes so much more sense now. They value digital ownership of games. How so? Digital ownership of games. forgot what I was doing now. Oh yeah, I was looking for that colorful screw, and I already got that one. The next one is like in the same area, but up on the roof. I know I got that one because I didn't see it up there. Okay. Even then, there's been times where what I like does not align with the overall rating of a game. You can download installers locally and use them anytime you want. No DRM or de novo nonsense types of protections. I'm gonna be honest with you, Duster. I don't know what any of that is that you just said in that last message. But it sounds like what they do is positive, obviously. It's not tied, and it's not tied to a platform in specific. It's just a local file installer that you can use whenever, even if GOG would go down. There's been times I've heavily disliked games that are very positive or overwhelmingly positive, and it makes me feel like something's wrong with me. Oh, shoot. I can understand that from a slightly different perspective. I can't say I've actually looked at any game reviews before, which sounds really fucking stupid now that I'm saying it out loud. But I guess I also haven't played too many games. I haven't played a lot, and there's still a lot that I need to learn about the games that I have. But, movies. Did I bookmark that or pin it or whatever? I do that with movie reviews. Like, I'll see reviews and stuff, and I'm like, this is gonna be a great movie, and then I watch it, and I'm like, am I stupid? Did I not understand a certain point that they were trying to convey? Like, it seemed like a waste of time. And there's been other times where I'll, like, look up a movie and try to read a review on it, and they're kind of shit. And I'm like, you know what? I can't find anything else that I think would be better than this. And so I go ahead and put it on, like, in the background or whatever, and then I wind up totally locked into it and entranced. Loving it. I don't know if you can trust the reviews. Or maybe we're both just a little messed up. That one is up here. I don't see any purple thing up there. I do see a red one. There. How do I get up on the roof? There's a boost on the other side. Ooh, shiny! Literally happened to me the other day. I went to go see Roofman and was disappointed with the overall movie despite its high review scores. Like, sure, technically it's a good movie, but it's definitely not what I thought it was going to be. Roofman. Is that new? I've never heard of that. I never trust reviews all that much. They are 80% plus games I don't like. We are different as individuals. It's currently in theaters. I saw it last week. Oh. Oh. Shit. That's a real kick in the shorts if you go to pay to watch a movie and it's no good. Or it just doesn't seem like it was worth it. That is my chair making weird sounds, I promise. Oh, look at those little cuties on the rooftop staring at us. Okay. did I just come from? This side? On this corner, I think. Nope. Okay, I'll keep moving up. Adoy! Here it is. Oh, but how do I get over there? Gonna have to risk the biscuit. Don't overshoot it! Yay! Okay. Cool. It's about this guy that breaks out of prison and lives in a Toys R Us? What the fuck? That sounds hilarious. Is the Toys R Us open or are they out of business in the movie? I think that they went out of business, right? Okay. Next one. Up on the roof by the spiderweb thingy. We got that one. Oh my gosh. I must have already gotten this one. Okay. I'm looking at 3. Edge of this long building. On a rooftop. Okie dokie. Let's go! Okay, so it was in business time. I think it would be... You think it would be a funny movie, right? Even the trailer makes it seem like it would be a comedy, but nope. It was more of a romance drama movie? What the hell? Yeah, I'd say you were catfished. I mean, the gist of it sounds like it would be hilarious. But the fact that it's not a comedy movie doesn't make any sense. I mean, for crying out loud. That is like the perfect, I don't know, landing strip for a joke like that or a movie like that? Oh. Oh my gosh, I had something similar happen a few weeks ago. I don't remember exactly what movie it was, but when I clicked on it, I thought that it was, I think, a thriller horror movie. And I swear to you, I made it 85% of the way through this movie before I paused it and I looked it up and had to get more information about it because I was like, seriously? It kept me on my toes only because of the fact that whenever like the guy in the movie would do anything like super romantic or like over the top, or if they gave each other like a certain look, I was like, oh shit, it's about to go down. Someone's about to get like murdered or like the hunt, or I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was expecting big things. And then it turned out that it was like a drama movie. Like, ain't nobody got time for that, dude. It was a huge letdown. And then I had to finish it because what else are you gonna do? You can't watch that much of a movie and not finish it. was based on a true story? Huh. Even so, they should have made it funny. Because who does that? Who does that? Oh wait, I'm gonna jump from here. Here. Okay. Don't die. Facing this tower. Okay, we got that one. Good eye, mate. Yeah, I'd say they dropped the ball on that one. I think it was on Netflix. I saw that they put, I think it's the original Children of the Corn on there. Have you ever seen that? I remember seeing that as a kid and like being a little bit terrified, but really excited for some reason. So it's on the roof, in the very middle. Pretty sure I've gotten that one before. Yes. Okay, and then over here. Never seen it. Well, I don't know if I would recommend seeing it. It's been a long time since I watched it, so I really don't know if it's worth it, or if my little kid brain just made it out to something else. Gosh. Do you have any of those movies where you saw them as a kid and then it totally left like a huge impact on you and you thought about it a lot and then you rewatch it as an adult and you're like, wait a minute. That's not what I thought it was, or that's not quite as good as I remembered it being, like. Oh my gosh, yeah, what year is it? Holy shit. Oh my god, I didn't realize it was that old. I didn't even know they made horror movies that long ago. No, I'm just kidding. This is where I'm supposed to be. Yep. This looks like it's in the same area. It's just further down. Yes. All the ones that we're hunting down so far have already been found. We go. So why don't I go up here and just run across, maybe, if possible. Chickens! You just reminded me, as a kid, I really liked this Adam Sandler movie called Big Daddy for some reason. I wonder if I still like it today. Probably. I think Adam Sandler's movies are awesome. They're pretty funny. I don't think there's been an Adam Sandler movie that I've seen as a kid and then again as an adult that was disappointing. I've heard from adults, other adults, because I haven't seen it in a while either, that it's funny. So I think we're okay on that one. The perfect example that would be, if you like it, Don't Strangle Me, but Polar Express. I saw it like a year ago. After those years that I'm like, wait, I used to like this? Honestly, I don't think I've ever watched that movie, but I do remember like people going ham about it. It was like a cult classic Christmas movie. Oh, we already got that one. No, we're gonna go right to the edge of this one. And then we're looking inwards at the tower. Sure. The review scores are terrible for Big Daddy. 39% on Rotten Tomatoes. Damn! You should definitely rewatch it. Reevaluate it. Those reviews are not accurate. Scary movies don't have that good ratings, and I love 4 out of 5 of them, all except 5. Oh, like the movies called scary movies. The funny ones, right? Yet another why I don't ever trust public ratings and make my own view. If you're talking about like the goofy scary movies that are kind of like making fun of the serious movies, those ones are awesome. How could anybody not give them a good score? That's crazy. Yeah. If they don't like those, it can't be trusted. Damn. Oh cool. I landed on a trash can. Oh, it's gonna be tough to think of others. Pretty ones. I always have a good time with them to this day, except 5. What's wrong with 5? I don't remember 5 at all. Was it just like a flop? Total flop. Makes fun and my least favorite genre, I suppose, a huge plus to me. Kangaroo Jack was another one, actually, and the reviews for that is even worse. Ooh. Kangaroo Jack. I don't know about that one. I think I watched that one too, but I don't remember it at all. %? Holy shit, dude. Now I'm curious. What movie have the worst ratings on Rotten Tomatoes? I might watch it and be like, what the fuck was I on? Oh shit. A juggle mishmash and suddenly didn't know what to do anymore. Might be why they made it the last one. Now I want to watch the scary movies again. Ooh. I don't know her name in the movie or on the like real life or anything, but the blonde one with like the big eyes, and she's real small, and she kind of has like a high voice. She's super goofy, and most of the time in like shows she kind of plays like a ditzy character. She is hilarious in those movies. This Reddit thread says, I watched Rotten Tomatoes 40 lowest rated films to find out which was the worst. I see a picture of Nicolas Cage in there. What is it? Just trying to find the list. I think it's a link. I wanted to see if any of our classics or favorites are on there. What? Okay. I think that one of like my favorite movies is on here. What does that say about me? Kidding. 0%ers are what these movies are. Cabin Fever. Oh my gosh. Have you guys seen Cabin Fever? The 2016 Cabin Fever was ruled a forgettable remake that did not add anything to the original. Pointlessness was a defining feature in the next few films, which seemed like lifeless approximations of better ones in their respective genres. Damn, apparently people don't like The Ridiculous Six. That's an Adam Sandler movie, right? Well, he's in it, but I thought it was pretty funny. Sorry, I got totally sidetracked. We went off about reviews. Oh my goodness, holy mackerel. I realize I've been streaming for so long. Ah, Beethoven. Gosh. Airbud. I remember people being like borderline obsessed with Airbud, but I don't think I ever watched it. I don't know if it was good or not. Oh, my EV turned off. Shucks. I'm gonna save my game. And then I'm gonna hop off for the evening. I didn't realize I've been gone for so long. But you guys are... I like hanging out with you guys, and like when we start talking, man, time just starts flying. It's a good thing. It's just flies so fast you don't realize it. It's better than it feeling like it's standing still, because that would suck. Remember nothing of these movies. Oh shoot, I have a vague memory, like as a wee child, of some type of like horror movie that was based around the Tooth Fairy. And now like trying to think about what it was or like imagine it, it seems so silly. And I remember the movie like scaring the living daylights out of me, and now I'm like, that's stupid. Oh my gosh. Jemima, Jumanji, the original one. That was such a good movie. Don't tell me that that's got a shitty rating. There's no way that can have a shitty rating. Got Robin Williams up in there. He's our dude. Love that guy. What? 53%. Did people have lost it? Okay, that's it. That's all we need to know. I don't think we need to watch or read any more movie reviews to know that people have lost their minds. Their cheese done slid off their cracker. That doesn't make sense. I mean, Jumanji still lives on, like, to this day. You'll see, like, t-shirts and all kinds of other stuff. I wonder how many reviews are, like, intentionally negative for a certain purpose. Like, people just being, like, spiteful. Like, people that are, like, up there in the movie making business. I don't know. Well, shucks. I got a long hair and it's... Sorry, I swear. You probably can't see it, but I swear there's a long hair. It keeps falling in front of my face. And I'm trying to get it out. I'm not just, like, practicing kung fu. Alright. Well, I think I saved this, but I'm gonna hop off for the evening. And then I will be back on again on Thursday playing Cyberpunk. I don't have any, like, particular missions or challenges in mind that I want to do. I'm just really excited to use my new gun. It's so pretty. Yes. Duster. Yes. Duster, help me find the gun. I forgot what it's called, but it's... I do want more iconic weapons. Absolutely. Absolutely. Maybe that'll be the mission of the day. Heck yeah. I would like to think that I am more knowledgeable about the game than I actually am, but the more I talk to you guys, the more I realize there's so much that I don't know and so much that I'm missing. And it's definitely fun to have a different perspective and helpful. I will say that. There are 113. What? Oh my god. I had no idea there were that many. That's a little overwhelming. Maybe we'll start on the top 20 coolest. Or most effective, I shall say. I did guide you to Jackie's stream. It's pretty good. But you have to land headshots. Oh my gosh. Yeah, thank you for being patient with me last time. I was like... lost. Super lost. Oh my gosh. Let me get some more. Okay, you guys know this, but I'll say it again. Sorry, I'm terrible at goodbyes. So I will say good night, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I hope to see you again on Thursday. I'm playing our main squeeze. The screenshots were more helpful than you can ever imagine. Seriously. And thank you for being patient as I missed some totally obvious things in the game last time. Advanced checkout. Ah, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Well, you guys have an awesome night, and I will see you on Thursday. I'm gonna hop off for now, get some real food, and play with my little weenie dog. She's defending the grass outside right now from birds trying to eat all the seed in it. But anyways, yes. Good night. You guys be careful and take care. And I'll be talking to you probably not that long from now on Discord, so... Alright. Well, I'll see you guys later.